School as the regional championship continues as the James Monroe Mavericks take on the Greenbrier West Cavaliers. We're live here from Linside, West Virginia, just a few seconds away from the opening pitch.
Yeah, we've got Corey Miller and Jamie Coach with you this evening. Boomer is elsewhere developing the youth of Monroe County as he's coaching the games this evening.
So here's our first pitch of the night. Briley Thomas. It's a pitch, it's a bump, and it's caught over there by Chloe Shires for the first out.
Be careful, you got to keep those bunts on the ground.
So yeah, it's a good way to start for the Mavericks. And the first batter of the night was Maddie Fields for West. And you can hang with me out there, folks, as I try to get this situated on the straight. It's a high pitch there by Thomas. 1-0 count. Briley Thomas, a sophomore pitcher for the Mavericks. We'll go over the lineup here in a minute for James Monroe. Cavaliers won 3-1 last night in Charmco. Mavericks trying to even the series tonight. Here's a hit to shortstop. Here's a throw, and it is a little bit wide. Safe goes Briley Redden.
Oh, yeah, see a sharply hit ball, well fielded. This was an errant throw there from the shortstop. I'd see that, or we'd be 2 down right now. We'd be one away from coming up to bat, but unfortunately now we're left with 1 out and 1 on first.
And there's a hard hit ball there to the shortstop. So now up to bat is Presley Treadway. Good hitter for West, and it's a foul tip back.
I hope we don't wind up in the situation we were with the boys last night, with everybody having a heart attack there at the bottom of the 7th with 2 outs. This game go one way or the other.
Yeah, that was a close game. That was a barn burner last night. The Mavericks coming out on top against the Crusaders. It's a hit to right field. It looks like it's going to go to the second baseman, and it's caught there for the second out of the inning.
It's a good deal. You get it out there without the runner advancing, being put into scoring position. So, now you've got 2 outs. They have no sacrifice opportunities here. So that runner can only score on a base hit or a home run or a truckload of errors.
Here's the first pitch. And it's a strike, but the runner will advance on the steal. Goes Redden from first to second. So
shows Bunt is our usually sure-handed catcher. They lost the handle on the ball. She came up to throw down to second base. But, so we have runner stolen second there. And see if we're going to show Bunt again.
High pitch on the right side of the plate. It's 1-1 count. So 0-0 top of the first. Mavericks and Cavaliers. Game 2 of the regional series. The winner of the series will go on to the state tournament. We have a foul ball back, another strike. So 1-2 count here, and Riley Thomas can get out of the first inning with another strike here.
Yeah, this game here, James Monroe haven't dropped the first one there last night. This is live or die for them.
Pitch, it's a little short. Ball.
Good to see. This is Briley. When she's at her most effective, she just barely creases the outside part of the plate for a right-handed batter, and she could put the ball there all day long.
Pitch on the inside, it's going to be fouled off. Whitcomb wanted that one high. Ball kind of sailed in on the inside. So we're still looking at a 2-2 count. Runner on second, that is Briley Redden, who reached on not an official score, but I'll say as an error. There's the pitch a little bit high. Tried to frame that one in a little bit, but just a little high. So full count. Thomas looks at the catcher, gets that ball fixed in her hand. Here's the pitch. Smacked in the right field. Mavericks going toward it, and the catch is made over there by Jordan Lowe, and that will end the inning. So 4 up, 3 down, 1 reached, and that'll be the end of this half inning. We'll be right back.
Call Sovereign Key Security for all your security needs. We offer security patrol, armed and unarmed officers, process service, as well as private investigation. Call us at 304-667-8167. And remember, the key to your security is our dedication.
The next time you find yourself stuck, broken down, or stranded, call Steve's Towing. Serving eastern and western Greenbrier counties and surrounding areas, he won't charge an arm and a leg. All he wants is a tow. Providing rollback service for light and medium duty vehicles, as well as lockout service and jump starts. Call 304-661-5255. Steve Fields, owner and operator.
Back here at James Monroe High School for the bottom half of the first inning. Greenbrier West we got one runner on, got her to second, but unable to get her across the plate. So it is no runs, no hits for the Cavaliers. The Mavericks will be up to bat now. Chloe Burt is your first batter.
Lead off batter, a lot of speed to get her on base and move her on around. James Rowe. Oh, they're definitely giving the far outside of the plate there. The James Monroe pitcher or batter should pass that on to Kayla to let her know that she could put one out there and get a called strike on it.
And 2 strikes there. The first one looking, the second one swinging there on the outside.
Yeah, that's a good pitcher. She just moved that pitch a little further outside, knowing that she had already got the strike call. She threw a ball and once again, it's a little bit of a reach over. Yeah, the batter is sitting there thinking, well, shoot, they're going to call that strike. I might as well swing at it. She moves that ball just an inch or two farther outside.
Yep.
And
so far, she's put all 3 of those pitches right on the money, right exactly where she wanted them, outside of the plate. We'll see if she decides to move to the inside a little bit here. It's a little bit low. It's another foul ball off the plate. Pitcher tonight for the Cavaliers, Briley Redden.
A lot of people anticipated a lot more score differential in that game last night. James Road, kept it close, made it a close game, 3-1.
It's good. Hit there by Burt down the line, and it's off the fence, down the left field line. It's going to be a 2-bagger for Chloe Burt. She gets the Mavericks.
Well hit, about smacked that sucker all the way. It turns, it hit the ground, it turns and ran up towards the foul line and all the way to the fence. She's in there as a stand-up double with no outs. James Monroe now has somebody in scoring position. They're cooking. And Greg hasn't had to yell once.
So we have a runner on first.
I look to see a bunt right here. This is her. She's primary. This is her. There we go. You don't want to get.
Shay Wickline up, sophomore catcher.
Yeah, her Ty Cobb grip there. She's a well-established bunter for James Monroe. She's been pretty effective.
Can't get that one down. They're going to chase her back to second. She's trying to get Burt over. We have a 0-2 count.
Now you never see anybody bunt with 2 strikes, but doesn't mean you don't have to. You just can't.
That's right. And that one's going to be on the outside into the right-handed batter's box. So we've got a 1-2 count now to Wickline.
She's got a couple pitcher for Western. She's got a couple pitches to waste. So
foul ball back. This was on the outside corner.
It's a good-looking swing. Just a bit under the ball.
Yeah, both teams getting some good hacks in the early going in this game. See if the Mavericks can get someone across. 2 count. The pitch is going to be flopped out into the gap. Burt's going to have to hold up a second to see if it's caught. She's going to round third. And she is going to score. And it's 1-0 Mavericks. Shaylin Wickline with an RBI double to left center field.
Good piece of hitting there. You know, the pitch before that, she got under. That pitch there was just, she came back and threw almost an identical pitch again, and she was just waiting on it. You tell that first pitch that she got under, she knew what it was. She just was a little bit under it with the bat, but the second time that didn't happen.
So Madison Booth up to bat now. Right-handed batter. Wickline on second. Pitch to the outside. Ball one. Beautiful evening for some softball here in inside West Virginia. Cool, about 65 degrees, a little bit of wind. Here's a bunt down the line. It's going to roll out to the foul side. So it'll be a strike. 1-1 count now for Booth. Trying to move Wickline over to third base. So 1-1 now. Booth holds that bat high. Here's the pitch. It's high to the right. Catcher does a good job pulling that in, keeping it from going to the backstop. 2-1.
Now all of a sudden, this pitcher, you didn't realize one out. She doesn't want the fans to run on over to third. It's really limited her on what kind of pitches she can throw. See a lot of stuff nowhere near the strike zone.
Another high pitch. Like she's concerned that they're going to try to get that bunt down, so she's trying to throw a pitch a little bit different there, and it's messing with her a little bit. So 3-1.
She's hoping that if they're not bunting, they might chase something that runs up high. But
that's a ball on the outside. So Booth will.
That's a really good bit of batsmanship there, because you usually you get a lot of strikes called as you're trying to pull that bunt back, and you don't get it back in time because you're gonna get a strike called on you. She got 2 balls called off the bunt if she was able to pull that bunt back effectively. So now we're in a real interesting situation here. First and second with a big stick coming up here. She's liable to launch one.
Bradley Thomas, the pitcher. That ball's on the outside of the plate. Ball one.
So West may be a situation here where they wind up sort of not on purpose, but on purpose walking the ball bases loaded to avoid her bat.
Runners on first and second for Bradley Thomas. Another outside pitch. It's 2-0.
And the problem with that is if you move one batter beyond her, 2 batters beyond her, you've got Haley Honeycutt coming up, who has found her hitting ability here the past few games. Oh, say she went around on that one, she probably did. So.
Yeah, it's an inside pitch, and Bradley couldn't quite hold up on it. So 2-1.
Yeah, after seeing all those outside pitches, the inside one, it's not.
Be hard to lay off of.
Yeah.
It's a pitch right up the middle. Pitcher's gonna catch it, throw it to first, gets the out at first. It moves the runners over, and that'll be the first out of the inning. So Bradley Thomas, it hits it, but it acts almost like a bunt. Those runners in the scoring position now. So 2 runners on with 1 out. Bottom half of the first inning.
Yeah, it's a sacrifice ground balls. You got somebody 60 foot away here from Pitting James Rowe up 2-0. First base is empty, so there's no force on any base. And again, we go outside.
So Jaden Bradley up now, senior. Trying to extend her playing career. One more game here and force a final game of the series. Going for a bunt, but that was outside also. So another ball. 2-0 count now for Bradley. And they appeal to the second base ump, and he's going to say no. So Wickline on third and Booth on second.
Yeah, the thing you got to think about with Jaden, it's not just sacrifice bunt. She's got speed.
And that was going to go over top of the backstop.
She's got enough speed that she can. She puts that bunt down the third base line. She can turn that into a base hit, even if the fielder goes to first instead of coming home. She can still reach first safely. So it presents a real dilemma defensively.
It's hard to teach speed. It's hard to play against speed. It's a pitch. It's going to get fouled back over her head again. So it's 2-2 count now. gotten the count even now here at 2-2 in the bottom of the first, but the Mavericks have struck first.
So do you leave the bunt on here with 2 strikes?
It's a tough call with 2 going back behind. You may see her try to just get a hit here, and she does take a swing at it and a strikeout. 2 outs now in the bottom half of the first inning.
Well, the sacrifice is off the table now with 2 outs, but like I said, Haley Honeycutt has found her bat here the past 4 or 5 games. Coming here, not starting the first part of the season. So.
And strike 1 on Honeycutt. All it's going to take is a base hit to get these runners in.
Pretty much everybody's playing her dead away in the outfield. Everybody bounced up off the
pitch is way to the outside. Good catch there by the catcher, getting on the outside and keeping that one from being a wild pitch. So it's a 1-1 count now. Reread, and here's the pitch. In the middle, it's a strike. So 1-2 count. Greenbrier West trying to get out of the inning here. They're going to try to stop the damage and prevent any more runs from getting in for the Mavericks. 1-0 Mavericks with the lead over the Cavaliers. Game 2 of the regional series. There's the pitch. It's low and inside.
Yeah, there's such a shallow.
So 2-2 count, 2 outs.
Coach Quickline pouring his run on third that she should have came home on that wild pitch.
And there's the pitch, and there's the end of the inning.
But I'm not so sure she should have, because this is a really shallow backfield here behind home plate. The ball just doesn't have a lot of places to go.
Yeah, it'd have to be a very fortunate situation to score on that one. So there's the end of the first inning. We'll be right back.
Call Sovereign Key Security for all your security needs. We offer security patrol, armed and unarmed officers, process service, as well as private investigation. Call us at 304-667-8167, and remember, the key to your security is our dedication.
The next time you find yourself stuck, broken down, or stranded, call Steve's Towing. Serving eastern and western Greenbrier counties and surrounding areas, he won't charge an arm and a leg. All he wants is a tow. Providing rollback service for light and medium duty vehicles, as well as lockout service and jump starts. Call 304-661-5255. Steve Fields, owner and operator.
We're back here, top of the second inning. James Monroe leads 1-0 over the Cavaliers.
Greenbrier West batter there. Looks like she's a junior in college. That ink on her arm. She should be playing high school ball at all.
Here's the pitch.
It's a slow roller.
And Booth fires it over into Bailey and has the first out.
I tell you, that was such a slow roller there. That was not a simple ground out. That was a lot closer to play than it looked like it was going to shape up to be.
So 1 out in the inning. Batting now is Herndon. Number 9, Julia Herndon. Riley Thomas pitching. 1 out, 1 ball. Here's the pitch, right down the middle.
call strike anyway. A little bit up high in the zone, it would definitely be a strike.
Low pitch. It's really kind of hard from our perspective to tell where those pitches are. It's easy to see left to right, but it's those up and down that's deceiving.
Yeah, that pitch probably was low.
2-1 count, rips down the line, but it's foul, so it'll be 2-2 now.
You don't want her to time. You don't want Jason Rowe. You don't want her to time one up if she's make contact like that.
No, you do not.
I think right now I'd throw her one up high and see if she might chase it up there. You got to strike. You got a ball to mess with.
2-2 count, pitch on the outside, and it's a ball. So full count now for Julia Herndon. Riley Thomas looking to get the second out here in the top of the second inning. James Monroe leads 1-0. And there's a pitch. It is high, but Herndon's going to hit it to the gap between left and center. She's going to go to second. They're going to get the ball in, and she's going to stop there. So a double for Julia Herndon on a full count.
Good eye there by the batter to swing on that with a full count. You know, full count, you got to be pretty committed to know that you can produce before you pull the trigger.
Who's next? Brooklyn Adkins batting now.
You swung on that.
One strike, 0-1 count as Riley Thomas looks over towards the coach. Get her sign. Here's the pitch. Outside corner, it's a foul ball. 0-2 count now. Riley's ahead in the count here. With a runner on second, trying to keep this lead at 1-0.
Yeah, obviously you want to get 2 outs with that runner on second to remove any possibility of any sort of small ball being played.
Looks at her catcher. Approaches, throws it outside. And they're going to try to throw her out. It's good coverage there by Honeycutt as the ball went past the second baseman as they tried the pickoff attempt.
Yeah, Haley knew that was on the books there and had been creeping in. It's a good thing she wasn't asleep out there in center field.
And if that one gets by her, maybe she may score from second. If that one gets a little further. Here's the pitch inside. And they're going to call strike. So strikeout there for Riley Thomas. I believe her first strikeout of the game.
I believe it is. Everything else has been put out. The first left-handed batter. Boy, she is way up on the inside of the batter's box.
Yeah, her left foot is on the line, and she's going to be, looks like attempt a slap maybe. And the first pitch is a ball.
Yeah, that's the safe ball, or the safe ball. Well, I guess it would be safe ball version of hit and runner. The runner was off, and she's off again.
Oh, she gets it. Hit off the inside. Thomas is going to catch it, throw it to first, and get the out. And that was an accidental bunt there by Sweet.
Yeah, I don't think she realized the ball was in play, as it was beneath her field of vision, and she just kind of stood there for a second. No, just wasn't her advantage.
Yep. We'll be right back with the bottom half of the second inning. It's 1-0 Mavericks.
Call Sovereign Key Security for all your security needs. We offer security patrol, armed and unarmed officers, process service, as well as private investigation. Call us at 304-667-8167. And remember, the key to your security is our dedication.
The next time you find yourself stuck, broken down, or stranded, call Steve's Towing. Serving eastern and western Greenbrier counties and surrounding areas, he won't charge an arm and a leg. All he wants is a tow. Providing rollback service for light and medium duty vehicles, as well as lockout service and jump starts. Call 304-661-5255. Steve Fields, owner and operator.
Bottom of the second inning. James Monroe Mavericks up to bat now, batting for James Monroe.
Chloe Shires. Big swing and a miss on the outside pitch there right off the bat. Well, not right off the bat, but on the first pitch, I should say.
So 0-1 count. Redden, the pitcher. Shires made a nice play in the first inning to get the out. Ball number 1. 1-1 count now for Chloe Shires, another senior on the Maverick lineup.
The second baseman is leaving a real big gap between second base and her location. Now she's starting to creep over there a little bit.
High pitch, 2-1 count. Yeah, you're right, leaving a big gap between short and second base. Which
your third baseman's got to guard the line, so that's going to pull your shortstop over a little bit. But look, she's playing. She's playing away. That time she crept over the other way towards the first base side. Not sure if she's getting those signs from the dugout there, or she's just
2-2 count for Shires. Redden looks the catcher. Here's the pitch. Shires is going to hit it down the right side, but it's going to go foul. And the state 2-2.
It's a little bit ahead of that pitch.
Yeah, make good contact with it. That rotation of it, shot it foul. Right-handed batter, she scoots up close to that line. 2-2. There's the pitch.
Oh,
outside, and she swings and misses.
Chase that ball way outside. And unlike some of the pitches that have been called balls from the Greenbrier West pitcher tonight, that one was definitely meant to be there.
So Emily Bailey now batting us 3 consecutive strikeouts for the Mavericks. So Redden kind of starting to find her groove a little bit. Pitching. Bailey's going to hit it. It's going to be a short little roller towards the line. She's going to try to get there.
She's in there.
Is safe. Infield single for Emily Bailey. Reaches. And the Mavericks have another base runner on here with Sienna Hickson batting now, another senior.
No, you're good, honey. He didn't say that. I was getting used to it. Thank you.
Yeah, Emily's not the slowest. She's not the fastest. She's not the slowest person on the team, but she
got the line pretty good.
She was getting on down the first base line.
And that ball didn't go to about 8 or 10 feet from the plate. It was in a perfect spot.
She was moving with some purpose.
Hickson's going to try to bunt it. It's going to go off the backstop into the glove of the catcher. So it'll be 1 strike count. Oh, and 1 count for Sienna. Mavericks lead 1-0 in the second inning. Here's a pitch. It's a strike, so 2 strikes. Trying to move Bailey over. At least get her in scoring position. 0-2 count now here in the bottom half of the second inning. Linside, West Virginia, game 2 of the regional championship series. Here's the pitch. And there's a strike. And another strike out there by Redden. Chloe Burke back up. She doubled in the first inning and scored on the RBI double by Shea Wickline. She holds that bat high in the air, stands a little bit further back off the plate than the last batter. She's going to hit it right in that hole you were talking about and going to move the runner over. So a single there from Burke. She is 2 for 2 tonight, or this evening, I should say. You were mentioning how far that second baseman played off the bag, and that's exactly where that ball went.
They have a courtesy runner coming in, and I'm not sure who that is. They came in for Emily. Alyssa Watkins in the courtesy runner now at second base for taking place of Emily Bailey on the base pass.
Okay, so now we have the left-handed Shea Wickline up. She had an RBI double last at bat in the first.
Yeah, after showing bunt, which she's the queen of bunting there, James Monroe. She constantly attempts to bunt, and I just cannot get over that Ty Cobb grip that she's got.
Yep. That's exactly what it is. Here's the pitch. It's high. Ball one on Wickline. Two runners on, 2 outs. 1-0 count. It's the pitch, and it's outside. So 2-0. Wickline's got that left foot on the strike there on the batter's box. Redden makes the pitch, and it's over the head of Wickline. She does a good job of getting under that one. And it's 3-0.
Yeah. I don't know, do you hop around and turn your back to that pitch and take one for the team and move on down to first base? No, you don't. Yeah, you get out of the way of it. It is.
And now it's 3-1. My apologies. I was calling
I don't believe that. I think she's having some control issues, even though she's been able to make effective pitches. Some of these pitches are way too high for them to be called there. And that one that went over her head definitely wasn't called there. And that one was low and inside, so she's walked the bases loaded. And unfortunately, they had 2 outs, but. So even with 2 outs, bases loaded and the control issues that the pitcher's having, the pressure's not on the batter here. Yeah, that's the wrong way to look at it. The pressure's definitely on the pitcher. 4 bad pitches and she's walked the run across.
That's right. And that, with her having some issues getting that ball across the plate, this is only going to make those and kind of amp that pressure up a little bit for the pitcher. Here's the pitch. That was a little high. So Booth, who walked in the first inning,
I run the risk of jinxing this and have her throw 3 perfect pitches, but now she's 3 bad pitches away from walking a run in.
pitch, and that was right down the middle. And she takes a hack at it, fouls it back, just barely tipped it back for a foul ball. It's 1-1. Now for Booth, bases are loaded up of Purple Mavericks. There's a low pitch. It's going to be 2-1 now. 1-0 is the score. James Monroe leads
1-0. So this here is definitely showing shades of a game like similar to the one that was played last night. Doesn't seem to be. It's not going to be a basketball type score. Seems like it's going to be a low scoring game. It's just way early yet in the game to say that, but thus far.
She's going to hit it towards the third baseman, and they're going to throw it on to home for the force out, and that'll end the inning. And the Mavericks get the bases loaded up, but can't get one across, so it's 1-0. We'll move on to the top of the third. We will be right back.
You should have swung at that ball.
Call Sovereign Key Security for all your security needs. We offer security patrol, armed and unarmed officers, process service, as well as private investigation. Call us at 304-667-8167. And remember, the key to your security is our dedication.
The next time you find yourself stuck, broken down, or stranded, call Steve's Towing. Serving eastern and western Greenbrier counties and surrounding areas, he won't charge an arm and a leg. All he wants is a tow. Providing rollback service for light and medium duty vehicles, as well as lockout service and jump starts. Call 304-661-5255. Steve Fields, owner and operator.
And we're back here at the top of the third. James Monroe leads 1-0. Up to bat for Greenbrier West will be Brooke Patterson, the lefty. She's the number 9 in the order.
Another left hand.
Look how close she is to the plate,
Yeah,
too.
she is right on the plate. Right, just toes on the batter's box line, the inside batter's box line. Oh, she gets, well, due to her stance, it looked like it was inside, but really it wasn't. It was, and she's backed up a little bit now. She's backed up probably about a good 3 or 4 inches.
She's going to lay down a bunt right to Thomas. Thomas is going to throw it to first, and it's going to be a little high. Jordan Lowe's there to back up the ball. That's going to be a, I don't know if you call that an error, more than likely, but she will reach.
I have to call that an error. Yeah, she got in a little hurry trying. That's what created that was, being in a hurry. And she really didn't need to be in that big of a hurry. Of course, it all looks different when you're the man or the person on the scene. But, you're sitting up here removed from everything. You can see that she had another split second she could have taken to slow that play down a little bit.
Another bunt right back to Thomas. Thomas is going to throw it to first, and they'll get that one as Fields grounds out.
Yeah, it's a close play, but it wasn't as close as the Greenbrier West bench is making it out, or their fans are making it out to be. It was clearly out. It wasn't out by a mile, but was clearly out.
So the pitcher is now up. Riley Redden, starting pitcher for the Cavaliers, will bat. She reached on an error last time. Here's the pitch. She's going to smack one high into the infield. And it's going to be a nice catch there by the Mavericks. Number 21, Madison Booth, the second baseman. And that's 2 outs now.
2 outs and runners still left on second. So, yeah, it's good that, they gave out that out, still weren't able to advance the runner over to third. So, even though you have runners reach, things are still going James Monroe's way here defensively.
Presley Treadway up to bat now. Right-hander squatted down. It's going to be a pop-up again to the second baseman behind first base, and she makes the catch. And James Monroe gets another out, and that's a quick inning. Just a few pitches there, probably 6 or 7 pitches, and we'll move on to the bottom of the third. We'll be right back.
Call Sovereign Key Security for all your security needs. We offer security patrol, armed and unarmed officers, process service, as well as private investigation. Call us at 304-667-8167. And remember, the key to your security is our dedication.
The next time you find yourself stuck, broken down, or stranded, call Steve's Towing. Serving eastern and western Greenbrier counties and surrounding areas, he won't charge an arm and a leg. All he wants is a tow. Providing rollback service for light and medium duty vehicles, as well as lockout service and jump starts. Call 304-661-5255. Steve Fields, owner and operator.
the 70s and 80s growing up.
And we are back to the bottom half of the third inning. Riley Thomas up to bat now.
The first pitch up is outside and low, way low.
It's 1-0 count. Redden pitching, pitcher to pitcher, right back to her. She's going to throw it to first and get the out. And moving on to the next batter for James Monroe will be Jaden Bradley. Bradley struck out her first at bat back in the first inning. See if she can get on here. Mentioned the fact that she has some speed. See if she can get one out there. Get the second or third, and there's her hit. She's going to hit it right to the first baseman. And another quick out. As we've had a quick first 5 outs here of the third inning.
James Monroe's returning the favor. They paid to Briley by saving the West pitcher any work or worries here in this part of the inning, or this half of the inning.
Haley Honeycutt up to bat, senior center fielder. High pitch. 1-0. 2 outs now here in the bottom of the third inning. James Monroe leads 1-0. James Monroe trying to force a game 3 here in this championship series. And it's a foul ball back behind the dugout. Strike number 1, 1-1 count now for Honeycutt.
Yeah, this Greenbrier West pitcher, she's had her control issues tonight, but yeah, she's going to use all 7 pitches that she has for each at bat. She's going to move that ball around, throw a lot of balls in order to set up her pitch, or to set up people to chase bad pitches. But within that, she has had her issues spotting the ball. So sometimes it's kind of hard to tell. Did she mean to throw that ball there?
She does have 4 strikeouts on the evening so far. 3 swinging and 1 looking. That's a ball there. It's outside. 2-2 count for Haley Honeycutt. Still got that big gap right behind the pitcher. She can just pop that one right over her head. Have a little bit of space there.
Yeah, she's it bounces across the whole plate. Haley's known to drive the ball straight away, and a little bit on either side of the center field. That's where she.
And that's a high pitch, and she'll take her base. So the Mavericks get a runner on for the 3rd consecutive inning. First inning was able to get one across. The second inning got the bases loaded, but unable to get any runners across here. So next batter for the Mavericks is Chloe Shires.
Yeah, it's unfortunately you try to run a reach with 2 outs, and kind of limits a lot of what you can do offensively to move her around. Of course, something over the third baseman's head would be really nice right now. As she runs, and she's in there.
She's going to get safe on the stolen base.
I believe the catcher has that strong of an arm, because the second baseman stood in front of the second base bag by a good 4 foot to catch the ball and reach back to try to make the tag. So she is in there with no trouble at all. Which Haley does, she can move.
Now she's in scoring position. And the ball on the outside. 1-1 count now for Shires. Well, she needs to try to get a base hit here to get Honeycutt home now that she's advanced to second base on the stolen base. Here's the pitch. It's low. Right across the plate, but just a smidge low. 2-1 count for Chloe Shires.
So we have a timeout here. Have to have a little shoe maintenance out there. Somebody's laces have come undone. Now we're back in business.
Pitch on the right side of the plate. It's going to be a foul ball. Bring up 2-2 count now for Chloe Shires. Shires trying to extend the inning. Bobby Redden trying to move on to the top of the 4th. It's been a pretty quick first 3 innings of this game. It's a shade under 40 minutes up to this point.
I believe the longest inning was the half. She's running, and she's in there at third with standing up without even a throw down to third from the catcher.
Full count.
Greenbrier West bench calling for batter interference there for the Janesboro batter, not allowing the lanes to throw the ball down to third base. And I think she'd.
And there's another walk. Shires will go to first, and now we've got runners on the corners.
So things happening now. Janesboro 2 outs. Second run of the night, 60 feet away. Like I said, the only thing is the sacrifice won't get it. You're going to have to reach base on a base hit or in error, or bring that run across.
Emily reached on about an 8-foot single, beat it down the line. She hit it down the third base line back in the second inning. See what she can do here. Swing and a miss. And Shires will advance to second as they don't even attempt to throw it there. She advances. I don't know if you call that a stolen base, because it really wasn't even an attempt. Pitch, they're set up on the outside, and then she throws it right there at it, but it's a ball.
If she likes the outside part of that play, she'll put one there just over the outside part of it and get that strike call, and then throw one way outside, hoping the batter's going to chase it out there. Like that.
Yep. It's a good pitch there. She swing and miss. 1-2 count for Emily Bailey.
Bunt right now. They're not. Well, they are sort of expecting.
Here's the hit right down the foul line, down the first base line, just a little bit to the right. Stays 1-2. Redden, the pitcher, spins that ball in her hand, looks at her catcher, throws it, and it's just a foul tip there by Emily Bailey.
That's what you just make contact, keep fouling that ball off until you get one that she messes up and throws a lollipop up there for you.
There's the pitch. It's a high pitch, and he takes the bait and strikes out to end the third inning of play here in the regional championship game number 2. We'll be back for the top of the fourth inning in a moment.
Call Sovereign Key Security for all your security needs. We offer security patrol, armed and unarmed officers, process service, as well as private investigation. Call us at 304-667-8167, and remember, the key to your security is our dedication.
The next time you find yourself stuck, broken down, or stranded, call Steve's Towing. Serving eastern and western Greenbrier counties and surrounding areas, he won't charge an arm and a leg. All he wants is a tow. Providing rollback service for light and medium duty vehicles, as well as lockout service and jump starts. Call 304-661-5255. Steve Fields, owner and operator.
And we're back to Linside, West Virginia, campus of James Monroe High School. Top of the fourth inning, the Mavericks lead 1-0. RBI double from Shea Wickline. And it's a pop up towards the right side.
Out of play.
And it's going to sail out of play. Strike number 1.
Probably in the outfield of the baseball field right now.
That's Emma Ames with the bat. So she swing and miss. Strike 2. Top of the fourth inning, Riley Thomas. Pitched last night at Charmco. Pitching again tonight. She's been there a workhorse for the Mavericks. And that pitch to the outside, tried to slow that one down a little bit.
Yeah, she didn't have the space. She knows she she's frustrated with herself right now.
Try to throw this one a little high. And it's going to be high across the plate, but a little bit too high.
Yeah.
Trying to get the batter aims to bite at it and did not.
She comes back down with one now. It's low, a little bit outside on the outside part of the plate. She'll probably swing at it.
Here's the pitch.
And that was low and on the outside part of the plate, but it bounced across home plate. Yeah, Briley's gone through periods where she'll throw a few pitches that are she's just like, there we go. One's right down the inside part of the plate for called strike 3. She just hits some spells where will roll a few across, like mess up the release on a few, and then find herself again and get right back in the groove. Never really hurt her.
Yeah, she's got a bright future. Sophomore, gotten a lot of innings in and a lot of pitches over the last 2 years. It's that one sails over the head of the catcher, Wickline, 1-0 count.
Oh yeah, with the power that she has in her arm there. As she gets older and more experienced and gets even better at placing her pitches, by the time she's a senior.
Another ball, 2-0 count to number 5, Destiny Walker. She grounded out in the second inning. She led off the second inning. James Monroe had runners on in all 3 innings, but have only been able to get one across. West trying to get their first run as Thomas finds the zone there, and it's 1 strike, 2 balls.
Comes right back into that inside part of the play. I think that earlier in the game, the umpire called the inside pitch. I thought it was way inside. She hits one down to the second baseman.
And Burt not able to handle it over there at second base. Yeah, reach.
They have a runner on first now with 2 outs. So once again, West is in the same situation James Rose in. They've got a runner on base, but they can't utilize any sort of sacrifice to move them around. So the only thing that's going to work for them is base hits.
So Julia Herndon, who's got the only extra base hit tonight for West with a double in the second inning. So
the runner goes on a pitch got away from the catcher as that pitch is down in the dirt. Hard for
Thomas makes the pitch inside. 2-0 count.
As I was saying earlier, I believe that they're starting to realize that Brady's starting to realize that that umpire will call that inside pitch a strike. She's went to it twice with the last batter that she struck out. So
There's a strike, 2-1.
now I would come right back in and eat up that the inside rubber black strip of the of home plate there and see what happens. She's been getting that strike call.
Does go inside, but a little bit too far inside. It's 3-1 count now. Thomas pitching to Herndon.
It's pretty much got to put one right down the middle now.
Herndon took a high strike last time and put it into left center field. And that's a strike on the inside part of the plate.
Yeah, since he's probably taken all the way there. Now we're looking at full count.
There, Thomas, 3-2 count. Here's the pitch. It's going to hit her on the inside. And Julia Herndon's going to reach on a hit by a pitch. So now we have a runner on first and second. New batter up, Brooklyn Atkins. She struck out looking in the second inning.
Yes. Hit by the pitch there, he's kind of turned and got her on her hip thigh area. She's moved on down and took her base. You know, you have runners on first and second with 2 out. now we just
The best scoring opportunity for West in this game so far. James Monroe and sophomore pitcher Riley Thomas trying to get out of it. I trust her defense here as they put one to the second baseman. She's going to throw it to first and get the easy out. Moves the runners over. So we've got 2 outs now. Runners on second and third. And the next batter up is Hannah Sweet. She grabbed it out to the pitcher.
You got a left-handed batter up there. If I would bunt. I would bunt down the right, down the first base line, even with 2 outs. You stand a good chance of being safe all the way around.
She's really leaning over the plate as she fouls that one off behind the backstop.
Kind of pull and drag Happy Gilmore looking.
And smack one right up the middle. It's going to score 2 runs. And he's going to go into a second base. With a 2-out, 2 RBI double.
And that's exactly what she was trying to do. By the angle that she was pushing forward, was put one right up there, right up between first and second base, and that's what she did. Fair play to her. It's a good bit of hitting. Really good piece of hitting. And that puts West up 2-1. So bunch on a wild pitch now that got away, or that reaches the backstop, moves the runner over to third. So James Monroe went from having pretty effective defense here to just not much. Everything going wrong for him right now. Yeah, what you want to do now is just get out of these innings and help them score any more runs.
Right back to Thomas. Thomas going to throw it to first, and that will end the inning. So kind of stop the bleeding there and just give up 2 runs and move on and live to see another day.
Well, you went from being 1 run ahead to 1 run behind. If Greenbrier West can score 2 runs, then certainly you can score 2 runs. So, and we're still early in the ball game yet. We're not in the 6th or 7th inning, so you got plenty of outs to deal with.
Oh yeah, plenty of time here. We're going to go to the bottom of the 4th. We'll be right back in a moment.
Call Sovereign Key Security for all your security needs. We offer security patrol, armed and unarmed officers, process service, as well as private investigation. Call us at 304-667-8167. And remember, the key to your security is our dedication.
The next time you find yourself stuck, broken down, or stranded, call Steve's Towing. Serving eastern and western Greenbrier counties and surrounding areas, he won't charge an arm and a leg. All he wants is a tow. Providing rollback service for light and medium duty vehicles, as well as lockout service and jump starts. Call 304-661-5255. Steve Fields, owner and operator.
And we're back. Bottom half of the 4th inning. James Monroe now trails 2-1. Greenbrier West with 2-run double. Here at the last part of the top of the 4th, double by Hannah Sweet. Just kind of slapped it over the first base, or the pitcher's head. Now Sienna Hickson is up to bat now. And it's 1-0 count for Hickson. She struck out looking in the 2nd inning as we begin the bottom half of the 4th. James Monroe High School regional action, pitch to the outside, ball 2, 2-0 count. Pitcher for Greenbrier West tonight, Bradley Redden, just kind of went through some spurts here. She had 3 consecutive strikeouts, and then she's had a little bit of control with some walks, but it's had put together a pretty good outing so far as Hickson hits it to her, and it's a first out, ground out from the pitcher to the first baseman. So one up, one down now for the Cavaliers. Next up to bat for the Mavericks will back to be the top of the order, Chloe Burt. And the top of the order has really kind of been done the heavy lifting for the Mavericks this point batting. Burt is 2 for 2 with a double and a single.
Yeah, last time that she came up here, she came up with 2 outs. She was able to reach. Now she's got potential of reaching with 1 out and the ability to maybe.
She's going to hit one right towards the shortstop, and it's going to be an easy catch for the shortstop. 2 outs.
Easy outs. They seems to be producing easy outs for West past 2 innings. We have Shay Wickline, the catcher, up at bat. The lefty, she takes the ball 1 low.
Wickline's 1 for 1 with an RBI. She walked back in the 2nd inning, but she got the scoring going for the Mavericks early in the 1st inning.
That was a well hit ball.
And they've had runners on every single inning, but unable to get them across as she's looking at a 2-0 count now. 2 balls, 2 outs, no runners on.
Yeah, there is two outs, yeah.
She swings and misses at the 3rd pitch there. 1 strike, 2-1 count. Bottom half of the 4th inning. Little breeze blowing here from right to left toward left field. Pretty calm evening. Here's the pitch. And Wickline's going to hit it out to right field. And right fielder's going to make the catch to end the 4th inning. And another quick inning as the Mavericks go 3 up, 3 down. And we'll be back for the top half of the 5th inning in just a few minutes.
Call Sovereign Key Security for all your security needs. We offer security patrol, armed and unarmed officers, process service, as well as private investigation. Call us at 304-667-8167. And remember, the key to your security is our dedication.
The next time you find yourself stuck, broken down, or stranded, call Steve's Towing. Serving eastern and western Greenbrier counties and surrounding areas, he won't charge an arm and a leg. All he wants is a tow. Providing rollback service for light and medium duty vehicles, as well as lockout service and jump starts. Call 304-661-5255. Steve Fields, owner and operator.
And we're back. Regional game, top half of the 5th inning. First pitch is a strike to Maddie Fields.
Briley needs to get a good strike, get a strike out here, get a good quick at-bat strike out to reestablish her confidence. Maybe but that's not going to do it.
Pitch there, 1-1 count to Maddie Fields, who's popped up and grounded out. She's 0 for 2 this evening. Riley Thomas pitches, that one's an outside corner. 2-1 count. 2-1 is the score. James Monroe led through the first 3.5 innings. Excuse me, 3 innings, and Greenbrier West took the lead in the top of the 4th. 2-2 count now.
Yeah, see, West Barry got ate up by a bad pitch there. She just swung at the really.
It's gonna be a foul ball. Out of play.
Well out of play. Oh, right on top of the roof.
Two and two count. Top of the fifth. 2-1. Greenbrier West. Bradley Thomas pitching to Maddie Fields. Here's the pitch. It's going to be a slow pitch as she throws the change up there, and she's way ahead of it.
Yeah, right. I'd say. I was going to say she's going to throw a fastball this time, and if need be, follow up with a change up. So I'd come. You know, obviously the batter's probably thinking she's going to come with a fastball. I would anyway. Yeah, make her hit it. Yeah. Never made Roger Clemens stop throwing them. Yeah.
The pitch on the inside. It's going to try to get through. Nice stop by Burt. Throw too late, and it's safe. Is Maddie Fields on the infield single to the second baseman.
Yeah, that ball took a long time to get there.
Riley Redmond up the bat. It was just kind of hitting the perfect spot. Just to the right of the pitcher, so she couldn't get it, and just to the left of the second baseman. Didn't leave the infield. Redden's going to try to bunt, and they're going to get a nice steal there by Fields as she advances to second.
Yeah, it wasn't Shay's best throw she's ever made. She's made some really good throws down second base this season. Got several runners out. That wasn't her best effort there. That ball was about 4 foot in front of second base.
So 1-0 count. Pitcher Thomas throws it to the pitcher Redden, and that's a strike from the outside corner. 1-1 count now. Here's the pitch. A little high. 2-1.
You just hope she'd chase that one up there. Last time her fastball, everybody's fastball is going to rise. But ours has an unfortunate characteristic last time rising out of the strike zone. She swings and misses on that one. It was right up to the top of the numbers. Maybe just a shade of the inside part of her.
Good 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Inside pitch, right to the shortstop. She can't handle it, and it's going to be she's going to reach as Redden will reach on the error.
Yeah, this is an unfortunate high hop there to come up out of the glove into her. Not really much you could do about that. It's an unfortunate hop.
That was a hard hit ball.
And a hard hit ball. Best thing you can do with that thing is keep it from wandering and finding its way out into the left field. There's a pop up there to right behind second base. It was snagged, no problem. However, the runner was able to advance to second and third base out of it.
So pop up does advance the runners. So it'll be 1 out, and Emma Ames will be up to bat. She struck out and popped up in the first and in the fourth.
She squares up the bunt, puts the bunt down. Well, she fouled it off herself, I believe.
So 1 strike, 1 out. Runners on second and third.
How's the bunt going to be on again? They're going to leave it on.
Got 1 strike here. Thomas looks at her catcher. Shea Wickline.
Sits up high and outside, and that's where the ball goes. I think they were anticipating that she was going to come around and try to bunt.
looks at her third base coach, signs. And looks, here's the pitch, it's low. Wickline stops it from getting back behind. And it's 2-1. 2-1 is the score. Greenbrier West leads over the Mavericks. 2 strikes, or 2 balls, 1 strike, and 1 out here in the top of the 5th inning. James Monroe High School softball complex. Here's the pitch, it's low. A little bit in the dirt. 3-1 count.
Try to keep the ball down low so that she can produce the limiter to hit the ground ball out of it. And what she's doing is throwing them too low, and now we've wound up walking the bases loaded. So Briley finds herself in the same position, almost by the same manner that of loading up the bases that Greenbrier West did earlier in the game.
The bases are loaded up for Destiny Walker. Pitch, it's low.
You know, Greenbrier West is looking at this as a prime opportunity here, just 1 out, bases loaded, to break this game open. And you know, James Monroe's in position of got to throw strikes. There's nowhere left to put another runner. Got to throw strikes.
James Monroe infield in just a little bit, trying to prevent anything we can get it home. It's a little bit high. She tries to bring that ball up. It's a little bit too high.
Yeah, she's not going to swing at anything that's not right down the middle. I mean, she came up to the plate with that in. I'm sure the coaches told her that. Don't swing at anything that's even close to the zone.
And that's a ball. It's going to walk. It'll walk. It's going to bring one in.
And I would tell my very next batter, don't swing at anything that's not right down the middle of the pipe.
There'll be a mound visit here as Coach Craig Wickline visits Briley Thomas and the whole infield.
I believe he's just going to, take a minute there with her, try to reset her mentally. But I think he's going to probably say the same thing. You've got to throw strikes here in this situation. The bases are loaded. You've got to get the ball across the plate. If they hit it, so be it. But, they may not.
Right. Yeah, the next batter that's up is the one who had a double back in the 2nd inning. So you got a good hitter. Anybody that's sitting in I guess she's in the 6th spot. So she's 1 for 1. She's also been hit by a pitch. So, you want to throw strikes, but hopefully they don't make you pay for those.
Well, if you throw strikes, they may get a base hit. If you throw balls, they're definitely going to walk one in.
That's a good point. So 3-1 is the score now. Thomas delivers the pitch. It's just a little bit to the outside. It's 1-0. To Julia Herndon. And
There we go.
It's a 1-1 count.
I don't know how many pitches she Bradley threw last night. But last night's game may be having a little bit of an effect on her here as we get into the middle and late innings of this game.
Yeah, it's a pretty low-scoring game too, 3-1, that you usually see for high school softball or baseball. Which, giving up 3 runs, you can't really, be upset with that if you're a pitcher. She swings and fouls it back, so it'll be a 2-2 count.
No, especially against this team. It's a very good softball team this year.
Yeah, I want to say they only have 2 or 3 losses on the season.
Yeah, they've gone out and beat some quality teams. So. Now we have a timeout here with the.
There's a timeout on the.
With the West pitcher, with the West coach to confer with his batter there out in front of the dugout. Now she's returned to the box.
2-2 count. Julia Herndon 1 for 1 so far in this game.
A strikeout would do Briley a world of good.
And that ball's going to get by the third baseman, go into the outfield. 1 run's going to score. 2 runs are going to score. And Greenbrier West has opened up a 5-1 lead now.
Yeah,
RBI.
When they first loaded up the base, it was the very exact thing we did not want to happen right now, is for them to be able to break this game open and open up a 4-run lead. The score now stands 5-1.
So Brooklyn Atkins now up. Be a low pitch. It's gonna get by the catcher, and the runners are gonna advance.
Yes, the runners on second and third.
Atkins has struck out and grounded out in the game so far. She's got 2 runners on and can bring them in here. Riley throws one right across the home plate for a strike. 1-1 count. Pitch, and it's going to be hit down the right side, but off the James Monroe dugout. So 1-2.
If she's ahead, ahead in the count here, just
the pitch inside, right to the second baseman, right over her head. 1 more run's going to score. And the other runner's going to stop at third.
that was so close to being just a stabbing catch there to the second base. It was so close, just right over her glove.
There's Hannah Sweet. She had the little slap bunt last time right over the pitcher's head. She's kind of looking like she may try to bunt again here. Runners on the corners with 1 away. And that's 1-0 count. Ball. It sets it 6-1. Greenbrier West, as they've kind of exploded here over the last couple of innings. So first base runner will advance to second.
Yeah, James Ray's got to be careful. This is on the verge of turning from something bad into something unrecoverable.
And a good pitch right down the middle. And she was taking on that one. 2-1 count. Still just 1 out. She hits that one out of play down the third base line and over the hill. And it's now 2-2. Two and 2 count. Runners on second and on third in the top of the 5th. And that's a strike on the outside corner. And that's 2 outs. Patterson.
I like to have that strikeout earlier in the inning, but we'll take it.
That's right, absolutely.
Maybe he'll probably reestablish some confidence there.
And that's going to go off her right elbow.
That's not what we wanted.
It's going to move Brooke Patterson on to first. Now we've batted around as we're back to Maddie Fields, who led off this inning. So the bases are loaded now for Maddie Fields, who led off this inning with a single. So Mavericks need an out here. Greenbrier West trying to really open this game up. James Monroe in dire need of an out here to salvage this inning and try to cut this lead into half a little bit in the bottom half of the 5th inning.
Yeah, now as the wind has picked up, it's blowing real strong from right to left, as it usually does up here on this ridge.
Spent a lot of time at this place, and the wind seems to blow almost constantly up here on the hill.
Yeah.
not super warm out there today either, so it's a little cool. It's the foul ball. 1-1.
No, the ambient temperature is pretty warm. It's the breeze. The breeze is relatively cool for this time of year.
2-1 count to Maddie Fields. As they look over their pitches, and here's Riley makes the throw, and it's a little bit low and in the dirt. 3-1 count. As I would say that Fields will just be taken here no matter what. Monroe needing to get an out here. Here's the pitch, and it's a foul ball. It's a good pitcher on the outside corner. She definitely wasn't taken on that one. Trying to take a big hack. It's full count now. Full count, 2 outs, 6-1. Greenbrier West with the lead here in Game 2 of the Regional Championship Series. James Monroe jumped out to a 1-0 lead, but it's been all Greenbrier West here, and since the 4th inning, they've scored 6 consecutive. Here's the pitch. It's going to be a pop-up towards the dugout, and it's going to be
on the dugout roof and out of play. James Monroe's effective at holding their bats in check all the way up until first part of the last inning, and of course this inning.
Let's go, Maddie. Maybe be there. Walk and run.
You think about it, those first 3 innings, having all those base runners on, unable to get them in, may come back to hurt us. Could have got at least one every inning. You'd be looking at 6-3 here, but it's not an easy thing to do. It's a good pitcher out there pitching for West too, so it's always a struggle. So they got a couple balls in here. Had several fouls. Hopefully they have a good supply in the dugout.
And that's got bats here from Greenbrier West. She's batter's had a real good at bat.
Oh yeah, batting lead off. She's got a good eye.
Oh, yeah, inside.
Strikeout right on the inside corner, and Mavericks will get out of the inning.
Finally, the bleeding has stopped, and they've got an opportunity to go back in there and get some of their own back.
So we'll be back here for the bottom half of the 5th inning. It's Greenbrier West 6, James Monroe 1.
Call Sovereign Key Security for all your security needs. We offer security patrol, armed and unarmed officers, process service, as well as private investigation. Call us at 304-667-8167. And remember, the key to your security is our dedication.
The next time you find yourself stuck, broken down, or stranded, call Steve's Towing. Serving eastern and western Greenbrier counties and surrounding areas, he won't charge an arm and a leg. All he wants is a tow. Providing rollback service for light and medium duty vehicles, as well as lockout service and jump starts. Call 304-661-5255. Steve Fields, owner and operator.
We just sit there and shoot the breeze. And it's just.
Here we are back to the ball game here, bottom of the 5th inning. Madison Booth up for James Monroe. She is grounded out and walked in this game.
They want to do is close that paper, maybe a subsidiary of
So
Beckley.
Redden pitches, it's a little high. It's 2-0. sure the goal here for Booth just to get on base and kind of get something going here for the Mavericks and get some runners on and get a little bit of momentum going. Get this thing turned around a little bit. And that's a strike on the inside corner. Kind of that same pitch that the Mavericks got to get that strikeout.
That one just looked like it was a lot lower than the other one was, but yeah, what can you do?
2-1 counts. And that was high. It's 3-1.
Yeah, this Greenbrier West pitchers, she's falling behind in numerous at bats, and yet come back to get a strikeout.
She does recover well. Pitch. And she's going to walk.
She didn't that time though. She's put the leadoff runner on here for James Monroe. So
Thomas is going to try to help her own cause here.
Yeah.
With the runner on.
One is no outs, and Briley can swing. Briley can hit for power. Yeah, she's up there with no outs.
Here's the pitch.
And that's exactly what she
does.
does.
To left field. And the left fielder is going to kind of struggle with it a bit. And Booth's going to get to third, and Thomas is going to get to second. So the Mavericks have something going here with runners on second and third.
Now that gremlin reached up out of the ground and grabbed her by the ankle out there in left field. James Rose sitting pretty with runners on second and third with no outs.
Just when it looked like West was going to try to pull this one, kind of pull away, James Monroe's going to try to get something going here.
That ball was low and outside. Good vision by the hitter there to lay off that pitch. So, James Monroe, like I said, they're in position to start cutting into this lead some. That ball's fouled out over the home dugout over the right field. Right field foul area. Gosh.
I think if Bradley can get anything towards the right side of the infield, maybe get that run in. And it's a high pitch. It's 2-1 count now. Runners on second and third. That's Thomas after the single. And Booth after a walk. Jaden Bradley with a strikeout and a pop out. In the first and the third, here's the pitch. And then it's a strike.
Right at the knees. That was
2-2 count. That was a good pitch. Low, but just right there at that, right, like you said, just right at the knee. That's a hard one to swing at. 2-2. Here's Redden. Here's the pitch. And it's high.
Way high.
It's a full count.
So I don't know if you're Coach Wickline down there, what you tell your batter to do here? No outs.
I guess just protect here. Try to hit it if it's close, and she's going to hit it, and it's going to be close to the dugout, and it's going to go foul. That one was close to the inside, but the way the ump's been calling that inside pitch, she really had to protect on that.
Yeah. Angie has fought off there with foul ball, so it doesn't do it. Yeah, there's no harm.
That's right.
No harm at all. You're right back there where you're at. Almost like a do-over.
Here comes the senior Jaden Bradley. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss.
Swing and a miss, and that thing had some heat on it. Not seen that out of her this game. That was the fastest pitch you've seen either pitcher throw this game. Don't know where she was hiding that one at. But
she reached back a little bit for that one. Pulled a little extra out. I think that's her sixth strikeout of the game. Pitch on the outside corner to Honeycutt. 0-1 count. Haley's 0 for 1 with a walk and a strikeout.
Way to go, 1-2.
Trying to get her Mavericks on the board again here in the bottom half of the fifth inning. Outside pitch.
She's done that all night. She'll throw one right on the outside corner and follow it up with one that's well off the play outside. And if they don't swing at the first one, they always swing at the second one. The second was darn near unhittable. It's so far outside. But what do you do?
Here's the pitch. Honeycutt hits it with a shortstop. She looks home, throws it high. One run's going to score. It's going to go towards the fence. Second run's going to score. Honeycutt's going to get to second. And the Mavericks get two on the board here to cut this lead from 6-1 down to 6-3. So Haley Honeycutt comes through. And that's exactly what the James Monroe Mavericks needed after the rough 4th and 5th innings.
That was a ball hit. And fielded well, but with Honeycutt speed getting down the first base line, she had to hurry that throw, made an inaccurate throw, and then things went downhill from there for West. And she hit a rocket.
Chloe Shires up now. Outside pitch is. The pitcher seems to be kind of increasing velocity a little bit. The ball seems to be smacking a little harder in that mitt here these innings, these later innings.
Throwing harder, you just wonder how that's going to affect her accuracy. Usually when they throw a little bit harder, the ball tends to come up.
Haley's going to try to get to third, and she'll go standing up on the low pitch. So a 2-0 count to Chloe Shires, who walked back in the 3rd inning.
Yeah, that pitch, catcher did an outstanding job to get in front of that pitch and keep the ball in front of her. Not enough to keep Haley from boogieing on down to third. And that outside corner of the plate just eating James Monroe up all night.
That's a good pitch.
Now watch her. She'll come back this time. She's done before, and the next pitch will be well outside.
Yep.
Watch and see.
So 2-1 count. 6-3 is the score. Bottom of the 5th.
I can't tell from where the pitcher's set up. She's kind of sitting up inside.
And they say she committed. She's going for that bunt, I believe. And so it's 2-2 count with the inside pitch. I'm not sure if that was a strike.
And she made a liar out of it by coming back inside. Of course, I don't know if it's because she's already squared up for the bunt or what. But the catcher had set up inside. So now she's setting up outside.
Outside pitch. Strike out there. That's what West needed to get another out there. So it's 2 outs. Up to bat now is Emily Bailey. Emily's got an infield single and a strikeout. The runner on 3rd base is Haley Honeycutt. Low pitch.
Yeah, she's definitely found another gear to get into here. When she's got, once some runners on base and some pressures on her, runners start to score.
Is that outside pitch you were
But
talking about?
the faster that she, the harder she throws, the lower part of the zone or outside of the zone, the ball seems to go to. All these pitches are low, when she throws extra hard.
Looking like she's going to bunt. Throws the ball high and outside. 3-0 count. Emily Bailey looks. Coach Greg Wickline gets her signal. More than likely take it here, and she'll probably make a fool out of me and take a swing. Nope, she's taking all the way, and it's a strike right down the middle. Takes the signal here. So 3-1 count. 2 outs, runner on 3rd base. Emily Bailey, one of the many seniors on this team. She fakes the bunt and gets the inside strike. And it's now full count as Retton has recovered. Like we mentioned earlier, she's done a good job of getting behind in the counts and then throwing strikes to get herself even. Full count. Here's the pitch. It's low, but it's a strike as Emily Bailey swings through it. And that'll be the end of the 5th inning, but the Mavericks get 2 across to cut this lead down to 6-3. We'll be back for the top of the 6th inning in just a moment.
Call Sovereign Key Security for all your security needs. We offer security patrol, armed and unarmed officers, process service, as well as private investigation. Call us at 304-667-8167. And remember, the key to your security is our dedication.
The next time you find yourself stuck, broken down, or stranded, call Steve's Towing. Serving eastern and western Greenbrier counties and surrounding areas, he won't charge an arm and a leg. All he wants is a tow. Providing rollback service for light and medium duty vehicles, as well as lockout service and jump starts. Call 304-661-5255. Steve Fields, owner and operator.
And welcome back to James Monroe High School regional game. We're in the top half of the 6th inning, and a hit right up the middle. It's going to be a single for Riley Redden.
Yeah, that's not what we wanted to see here in this 6th inning, where James Monroe really is going to needs to shut this team out this inning and get in to start the 7th or bottom of the 6th without any additional runs on the board for West.
Presley Treadway up to bat now, batting the 3rd position. She's reached twice in this ball game. And, steal as the runner advances to 2nd. 1 ball, no strikes. 6-3 is the score. As Greenbrier West already has a runner on 2nd here in the early part of the 6th inning. High pitch, 2-0 count to Treadway. My apologies if the graphic is not correct on the screen with this batter. This is Treadway batting currently. Here's the pitch, inside pitch. She hits it hard right to the shortstop. They tried to walk her back. It's going to be a low throw. Goes to the first baseman. Emily Bailey struggles to catch that one and does recover and keep the runner from scoring. So now we have runners on 1st and 3rd.
The unfortunate throw over there to 1st is hard for Emily to dig that thing out of the dirt.
Treadway was getting up that line quick. That shortstop had to throw it hard.
Oh, yeah. So now you've got runners on the corners, no outs. It's not a situation you really want to be in if they want to have a chance to win this game. This runner goes ahead and takes 2nd uncontested off that last pitch. So now you have runners on 2nd and 3rd. It's unlikely is as they go ahead and intentionally walk the batter to load the bases.
So that's her 2nd walk. First intentional, and Destiny Walker now up. She's it's like 0 for 1. She did reach on an error in the 4th inning. Bases are loaded, however, with no outs.
The runner in 2nd is tempting, teasing, and trying to get a throw to 2nd, hoping it'll go into the outfield. She is doing her, but she was halfway to 3rd base. As we get a strike across there, and a good pitch.
Okay, we'll see if Thomas can find her 2nd wind here in the late innings. She was rolling through those first 3 or 4 innings. Kind of ran into a little bit of a buzzsaw with these West hitters in the 4th and 5th as they scored 6 runs. So bases are loaded now. It's going to be kind of a tough spot to get out of. See if these Maverick girls can do it. It's a low hit off. Fouls it off of her own leg.
Yeah, they're off the inside of that left knee. It stung a little bit.
I'd say so.
Let's go, D-Bug. It's on you.
2-2 is the count on Destiny Walker. She reached on a walk in the 5th inning. There's a pitch. Going to hit it to the 2nd baseman. Caught. Going to throw it back to 3rd, and they're going to be safe as she was able to get back. So, 1 out. As the pop-up to the 2nd baseman.
That's probably the worst hit ball that West has produced in quite a while.
Yeah, they've been hitting it right on the sweet spot here in the last 2 innings. Bases are still loaded. A little bit of a low pitch, but Shay Wickline's able to recover 1-0 count.
Girls, be smart out there. Let's go.
Scored 6-3. It's the top of the 6th inning. James Monroe trying to force a game 3. Greenbrier West trying to clinch the series and advance to the state softball tournament. Inside pitch and a little bit low, 2-0. Bases loaded, 1 out. Julia Herndon up. She's got a double, 2 RBIs back in the 5th inning. A hard shot to the third baseman. She's going to hit another one to the third. The ball's going to be thrown home, has the out at home. So the fielder's choice to home as the Mavericks have now gotten 2 outs with the bases loaded.
Just like last time.
Well, that's what James Monroe hoped they were going to be able to produce whenever they walked that batter to load up the bases, was to get a ground ball and get the force on home. And it worked out for them.
Let's see if they can get through one more here as it's Brooklyn Atkins. She had an RBI single last inning. She's also grounded out and struck out.
Big swing and a miss there on a pretty speedy little fastball there.
Low pitch, but right in front of her is Bickline keeps it. Keeps the runners all in their spots. 1-1 count. Mistakes the pitch, throws it home, and gets the third out. And the Mavericks avert trouble.
So two fortunate 2 ground balls that were easily fielded and produced 2 force outs at home plate. Stopped the score and then got them out of the inning. So the call to walkout batter was a good call.
It absolutely was. So that'll be the end of the top of the 6th. We'll be right back in just a moment.
Call Sovereign Key Security for all your security needs. We offer security patrol, armed and unarmed officers, process service, as well as private investigation. Call us at 304-667-8167. And remember, the key to your security is our dedication.
The next time you find yourself stuck, broken down, or stranded, call Steve's Towing. Serving eastern and western Greenbrier counties and surrounding areas, he won't charge an arm and a leg. All he wants is a tow. Providing rollback service for light and medium duty vehicles, as well as lockout service and jump starts. Call 304-661-5255. Steve Fields, owner and operator.
And welcome back to James Monroe High School. We're at the bottom of the 6th inning. James Monroe got 2 runs in the 5th. We'll try to get a couple more here in the 6th.
Yeah, they were able to do exactly what they needed to do. They got out of that last inning without any runs scored. So, they're looking at a 3-run deficit. They can get this done here.
Go defense, get ready.
Don't have to get them all here, but 6-3. Sienna Hickson is up. She's grounded out and struck out in this ball game.
It'd be nice if they could go into the 7th inning with a tie game or a small lead.
Good hard throw there by Redden and swinging a miss. It's 1-2 count.
It's a pitch, so you're better to swing at that pitch than to sit there and watch it go by. There was going to be a strike. Chase that one. Might have been up a little bit too high. Chase that one upstairs. Got one more strikeout like she needs anymore.
That's right.
She's got plenty enough strikeouts for the night. Don't be greedy.
I've got her for 9 strikeouts on the night.
Oh,
So Burt hits it
Right
right under
there.
the glove.
so everybody here under my age, younger than 50, probably is not going to understand this, but another infielder that went to the Billy Buckner School of Fielding, he had an excuse. He had played 17 years and his knees were shot. I'm not sure why these players today can't get their glove on the ground, but it seems to be pretty common.
Yeah, I'm not going to make any comments because I know the quality of fielder I was out there. So Lakeline's going to hit it. It's going to be
This thing might pose problem. Oh. The quality basket catch there. Left fielder was charging in there on that ball because that thing was, she had just in such an area, it was going to, it had the potential to cause problems to get on the ground. So now we're looking at, what, 1 out? Runner
2
on-
outs.
2 outs, runner, yeah, 2 outs, runner still on first. So.
bottom of the 6th. And some Booth up.
Little stare down there between the runner at first base and the catcher. She was trying to look her back to first base, and the runner just stood there about 4 feet off first base. What? That last pitcher fouled straight back over her head. Good swing. You know, you foul the ball out of play. It doesn't matter when you have 2 strikes. You're staying alive.
That's right, 1-1 count, 2 outs, runner on first base. It's Chloe Burt after a hard hit. She's taking off towards second. Good
She's in there standing
throw, but
up.
standing up. She's safe now, runner in scoring position at second. 2-1 count is the count, excuse me.
So now we worked the runner around the where she's in scoring position, even though they had 2 outs. A good long base hit here will score her.
Booth fouls that one straight back. 2-2 count. She's walked twice in this game and grounded out as well to catcher. That's a short little hit to the catcher. Back in the second inning. Here's the pitch. High. It's going to be a full count.
She's, as usual, real selective, real good vision up there as a hitter. Thus far through this game, she hasn't really swung at any bad pitches at all.
Full count. She's going to hit it.
And that thing is going to.
Field.
Oh.
And
Well, you can't ask for anything more than that out of your hitter. Yeah, you can't control the fact that the defense gets underneath that ball. But that was a well hit ball. She got all of it. She waited for the pitch she wanted. Fouled a few off. It was sitting on that high pitch. She got it. She drove it. They caught it. In the inning. End of story.
Yep, they made good contact that inning. So we'll move on to the 7th inning. We'll be right back after a word from our sponsors.
Call Sovereign Key Security for all your security needs. We offer security patrol, armed and unarmed officers, process service, as well as private investigation. Call us at 304-667-8167. And remember, the key to your security is our dedication.
The next time you find yourself stuck, broken down, or stranded, call Steve's Towing. Serving eastern and western Greenbrier counties and surrounding areas, he won't charge an arm and a leg. All he wants is a...
And we're back. Top of the 7th inning, Greenbrier West batting. Hannah Sweet, who's got a couple RBIs in this game with a swinging bunt miss and a strike, so it's 0-1. She had a big hit back in the 4th inning to plate 2 runners. There's a hit right back to the pitcher. Thomas is going to throw it to Bailey and get the out. So
that's the first. How many times has it? How long has it been since Jamesburg got the leadoff batter out?
You give me a second and I'll look. They actually, back in the 4th, when West scored a couple runs, they got the leadoff batter with a strikeout. So all the way back to the 4th inning.
So,
but after that, every runner there in the 4th was able to reach. So 1 strike on Patterson.
I always hate to see these left-handed batters. You just never know what sort of upset that causes.
That's true.
Your pitcher, your first baseman, your right fielder.
Two count. Thomas throws that change up.
Yeah,
the plate just a little high.
I tell you, I'm not sure why she had that reaction. The batter had that reaction. She backed out of the batter's box as that ball floated up there to the plate.
2-2 count now. That's evened up. 1 out. 6-3 is the score. Greenbrier West leading 6-3 after a big 5th inning. Played 3 runs there in the 5th. Here's the pitch. It's another one of those change-ups, but she hangs in, throws it safe as Lowe tries to throw it into Bailey. And they get a runner on. A little bit of a plop shot over the first baseman.
A little blooper that just kind of made it just off the infield dirt into the grass there. Right fielder did a great job charging up to field it and had the potential of making a play there at first base. Left-handed batters, do strange things. Oh no! That was fortunate. Fortunately, that was an error to throw from the catcher out to second base, and fortunately, it went, 8 or 10 feet to the right of second base. Unfortunately, it was hit the runner. Otherwise, that was going into center field, and the runner was going to move third, if not score, out of that one.
So Maddie Fields up. Gonna hit it right towards the second baseman. She can't make the grab, but she does make the stop to keep the runner from advancing from second.
Yeah,
third, laying out for it.
Diving effort there is just shy of the ball. Just hit on the outside of the outer part of the glove, or the bladed part of the glove outside of your hand, and laid dead there on the ground. But so close to being an out. And she's continued to shake the dirt out of her glove.
We got Riley Redden up the pitcher. She singled last inning. She's also reached a couple other times in this game off of errors. So she's contributed on the pitching end and also in the batter's box. So runners on first and second, 1 out. Thomas, good pitch. Going to be right in front of the plate. Wickline's going to throw it, but the runner is safe. As it just kind of trickled out in front of the catcher, and she had trouble getting to it.
Oh, I thought she was out. I didn't even look over. I thought she was going to get called out.
So 3 consecutive singles now for West. They got runners on all the bases with Treadway up.
Yeah, we're going to have a chance. I believe this is I thought that she was.
Yeah, I got a little discussion over there. The second base umpire, Coach Wickline.
the coach not happy with the.
So now the bases are.
Not sure what
loaded.
what the question was, what the answer was, and he's explained it to his bench there, but I couldn't pick up on what it was. I'm not even sure what the question was. I don't know if he was questioning the caller at first base or something else.
There's a strike. Good pitch there, right on the top of the knees, right down the middle. One strike, one out, bases loaded. Mavericks got out of a bases loaded, no outs jam in the sixth.
Yeah, absolutely. So
Now they're going to try to do it again here.
that's not.
Right over the head of the person on second. Runner's going to score. Ball's going to go past. Here's the throw. Play at the plate.
And she's out.
She is. No, she's safe. The ball.
No!
Over the glove.
No, the initial call was out.
And they're going to plate 2 on that one.
Did he not initially signal her out?
He did, but I think when the ball came out of her glove.
Oh, I didn't see the ball come out of her glove.
The ball did come out of her
Okay.
glove, yeah. So as soon as she tagged, the ball popped out.
I see. I didn't see that part. Wasn't. I was looking at. After that happened, I was looking on down the other bases there to see what was going on. I just assumed she had managed to retain the ball.
Y'all, they had her. They had her dead to rights there at home, but the ball just kind of snuck out of her glove. She just kind of snow-coned it when she caught it and wasn't able to hold on. So 8-3 is the score. On the top of the 7th, runners on second, third, still one out. And that's going to be a foul ball as Emma Ames is up to bat now.
Defensive swing there. That ball was creeping in on her. Now we've all of a sudden, the flavor of the game has changed. We're now looking at an 8-3 game instead of a 6-3 game.
And they're going to walk. That's the second straight intentional walk for Ames, as she was intentionally walked in the 6th.
Yeah, they found themselves right back in the same position, hoping for infield ground ball that they can come home with, or to any base, preferably home.
Yeah, Walker was in the same position with no outs in the last inning and popped out to the second baseman. See what she does here. She's going to hit that one into right center, right to the right fielder. She makes the catch. She's going to throw it. She's going to tag up and score from third. And then they're going to tag up from first. So the runners will advance to second and third, and then the runner will score on the sacrifice fly by Destiny Walker. And that makes the score 9-3 now. As Julia Herndon is up. She has a double. She was hit by a pitch back in the 4th. Had a 2 RBI hit in the 5th and a fielder's choice in the 6th. So she's been active from the 6th spot. Now she's got a chance here to get some runners across. The ball's going to trickle towards the Greenbrier West dugout, but the runner's going to stay at third. So 1 ball, 2 outs.
There's a lot going on there as Briley had that ball between the second and third bases. You had runners moving everywhere. She would have went straight to second. She would have got it. I don't think she was thinking about it being the third out, though.
High pitch, 2-0.
She was scared of going to second, having the runner move from third to home. But if she had went to second, it would have been the third out, and it would have been the end of it. So I don't think she was thinking about it being the third out, and that's why she held the ball and chased the runner back to third instead of going to second for the out.
Here's a pitch. It'll be a high fly ball towards the second baseman, and she will make the catch, and that will end the top half of the 7th inning. So Greenbrier West gets a couple more. Actually, they scored 3 runs in this inning to expand the lead out to 9-3. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back for the bottom half of the 7th inning.
6.
Call Sovereign Key Security for all your security needs. We offer security patrol, armed and unarmed officers, process service, as well as private investigation. Call us at 304-667-8167. And remember, the key to your security is our dedication.
Providing rollback service for light and medium duty vehicles, as well as lockout service and jump starts. Call 304-661-5255. Steve Fields, owner and operator.
And we're back to the bottom half of the 7th inning. Riley Thomas is up to bat. James Monroe trailing 9-3, trying to make a comeback here in the bottom of the 7th inning. There's a pitch on the outside. So 1 ball to Thomas. Another low pitch on the outside.
Two identical pitches outside and pretty much in the same spot.
Riley singled back in the 5th and scored a run on Haley Honeycutt's 2 RBI single. She's going to try to get on base, and she will right there with a little CNI single right through, right by the second baseman. Perfectly placed, and they have a runner on now. The Mavericks do with no outs in the bottom of the 7th.
So I believe it was against Princeton that James Monroe fell well behind. Bats came alive in the 7th inning. They began to come back and just couldn't quite muster enough runs. You wish that they would display that kind of offense, you know, in little bits throughout the game instead of all showing up when they're behind by 49 runs in 1 inning.
And Jaden Bradley's going to get a good hack at it, but it's going to go foul towards the first base side. So 1-1 count in the bottom of the 7th. 9-3 is the score. We're in Game 2 of the Regional Championship Series. Greenbrier West can clinch with a win. James Monroe needs this win to force a Game 3. Another strike, good pitch there by Redden. It's 1-2. No outs. Runner on first. It's Bradley Thomas, who is 2 for 3 tonight with a sacrifice and a ground out and 2 singles. Redden throws the pitch. It's high. 2-2 count. Jaden Bradley has struck out twice and popped up to the pitcher. She hits one down the line. It's going to find its way to the outfield. And it's going to move the runner up. We've got, after the single by Jaden Bradley, it's back-to-back singles. And runner on first and second now.
Right down the line over the third base bag and found its way out into left field. It's just a well-hit ball. Pulled to the extreme there. Just where you want, where the third baseman can't get to it and it stays in fair territory.
We're talking about 2 well-placed singles. The last 2 hits right there. Riley put it just right past the second baseman, and Jaden put it right past the third. Doesn't matter where they go, they still count as singles, and they got runners on now. Haley Honeycutt has come through with a couple big hits this evening. Swing and miss. Strike 1.
Yeah, this is Haley's spot here. She has every bit of all the potential to put one right at the fence.
Yeah, she had a 2 RBI single back in the 5th, and she's going to put that one to the third baseman. Third baseman's going to touch third and get the force out. Yeah, good play there by third baseman. Number 5. That's Walker. Makes a smart play and gets the force. So 1 runner or 1 out. As next up to bat is Chloe Shires. Pitch right down the middle. They're in a called strike. Mavericks looking for a little 7th inning magic here in the regional game to extend their season. West trying to close the door. Another strike.
Big swing, and she has lived on the outside part of that plate, and then the left-hand batter's box. That pitcher has lived there. West pitcher has lived there all night and had great success. And she's probably, I don't know, she had 10 strikeouts. Probably does.
She had 9 last time I checked. And that's a
well, she's got
strikeout.
10 now. And she strikes out Chloe Shires on just well-placed pitches. She's not showing the velocity that she showed there the last couple of innings, but she's back to just picking her spots, particularly the outside corner of the plate.
Yeah, that was strikeout number 10 for Redden right there as Bailey fouls one back.
Dead off the center of home plate.
Emily Bailey with a single back at the second. She legged out an infield single down the third base line. First and second, Mavericks 2 outs trying to keep their season alive here in the bottom of the 7th. High pitch, 1-1 is the count. On deck is Sienna Hickson.
I don't know why the third baseman is playing. I mean, she's playing just inside the bag there, but if she backed up, she'd give herself a little more reaction time. Yeah, in case something's smacked down there with they call it the hot corner for a reason.
That's right.
Yeah, if she'd back up a little bit, she'd give herself a little more reaction time for those hard hit balls. But I'm not the coach, so what do I know?
2-1 count. Here's the pitch. High pitch, but can't lay off of it. It's strike number 2. And the Mavericks are down to their final strike here. Emily Bailey trying to keep things going. Runners on first and second. Riley Redden. Here's the pitch. Bailey's going to hit it towards the second baseman. Baseman's going to pick it up, throw it to first, and that'll be it. And that's the 3rd out of this ball game, and the Greenbrier West Cavaliers will celebrate on the field as they capture the regional championship.
Let's go to the trophy presentation. Let's take to the trophy presentation. Oh no, this is trophy. Yeah, it is over here.
So the Mavericks fought in this game, took an early lead, but Greenbrier West came alive in the 4th and 5th innings, and it's 9-3 victory.
Looking back further in this game through the girls' season, prior to the season, towards the end of basketball season, we were talking to a lot of people, and nobody held out a lot of hope for the girls this season as having a successful season, and they've exceeded everybody's expectations that they had prior to the season. They had a rocky spell early in the season. They started the season without a couple of players, and all said and done, I believe that they exceeded everybody's expectations for the season. They don't have anything to be ashamed of here, as they got 2 games away from going to the state tournament. So they don't have anything. They don't have anything to be ashamed of throughout this season. They should end up with their heads held up high.
Yeah, and if you're a coach for James Monroe, you think about it, as you mentioned, there wasn't a lot of expectation early, but it's exactly what you want as a coach. You continue to improve. You make tweaks throughout the season. You have players step up. You have people move to spots they're not used to, and then they just kind of thrived as the season continued on. And you look at how they played against West early in the year compared to these last couple games,
exactly.
And how much they're just. Well, tonight was a 9-3 game. It could have easily been a much closer game, and then last night with a 3-1. So they've got a very bright future. They lose a very solid group of seniors, but they've got a lot of young people coming back, and they're going to return. So there's a bright future ahead for this softball program.
Yeah, absolutely. You said, the joy, the benefit of coaches. You see players that, all of a sudden they show up this year, going from sophomores to juniors or from freshmen to sophomore, and you're like, well, all of a sudden they're there and they're capable of doing something they weren't capable of doing the year before. It's like, well, when did you pick that up? And next year will be the same thing. You're going to have sophomores that are juniors that are seniors that are going to come back next year even better and with more talent and more gifts than they had this year.
Yeah, you look at the top 4 of the Mavericks lineup: Burt, Wickline, Booth, Thomas, all coming back next year, and those are I'm pretty sure all those girls are sophomores or below, so that's a very bright future. But this is for Greenbrier West, this has been a magical season for them, and it just continues with this regional championship as they went through the season almost unscathed with a couple of close losses to some AAA teams, and they really kind of went through relatively easily a lot of their games. So this is a very good season for them, and congratulations to them and all their fans for a regional championship, and as they celebrate out there at the pitcher's mound.
Yeah, they're masters of their own destiny right now, going into the state tournament. They're talented enough, and they have the weapons to beat any team in the state. Looking forward, James Ray, they just got to look forward to next year. Like I said, it would be nice if they could develop one more pitcher, that they could rely on. And who knows? There's one floating around out there somewhere. We just haven't found him yet.
Yep. So nothing to be ashamed of. Good game. Good season. And I enjoyed my one game spurt up here. And the man, the myth, the legend, Boomer Yancey just come in. So I appreciate him giving me a shot at it this evening. It's fun. It's fun working with you also.
Come back anytime.
Well, I appreciate it.
We've enjoyed the season thus far. I mean, we've enjoyed the season. Not thus far, the season's over for us, as far as softball's concerned. But I've enjoyed it. Give me a reason to put off doing stuff at the house.
Baseball regionals next week. We're going to have a game up here for that. So things not completely over yet. You guys did a good job tonight. I was able to listen to it some as I was coming back in, and it sounded great.
Well, good deal. If we don't have anything else to add, we'll go ahead and sign off here from James Monroe High School as the Greenbrier West Cavaliers capture the Region 3 championship, and they will advance to the state softball tournament. Have a good evening.
So long for this year.
Call Sovereign Key Security for all your security needs. We offer security patrol, armed and unarmed officers, process service, as well as private investigation. Call us at 304-667-8167. And remember, the key to your security is our dedication.
The next time you find yourself stuck, broken down, or stranded, call Steve's Towing. Serving eastern and western Greenbrier counties and surrounding areas, he won't charge an arm and a leg. All he wants is a tow. Providing rollback service for light and medium duty vehicles, as well as lockout service and jump starts. Call 304-661